I'm forewarned meteorologist Brett Collar here with an update on the active weather that's been moving through southeastern Michigan on this Wednesday. We have declared a forewarned weather alert because of the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. We've already seen some healthy storms move through, a lot of lightning and thunder, even some thunder snow, but now the temperature trend is going up, so just about everybody is seeing rain, and that's what we're seeing here on Exact Track 4D radar. We'll put a loop on so you can see what's been happening over the past hour, and you'll notice that the mixed precip has been along mainly north of M59, but especially along and north of I-69 up in Lapeer, St. Clair, and Sanilac counties. But there is a little bit of a lull. There's still some light to moderate showers falling, but the heavier widespread rain from earlier is gone back out to the west. There is more heavy rain that's coming down. We'll pan out that way, and you can see out near Lansing, there's some heavy rain, also some more lightning and thunder back near Charlotte, south near Kalamazoo. This is the second round that's going to be likely moving in later on this evening, but worth noting, everything's kind of moved up in terms of timing. The morning round moving through fairly quickly. The second round will be still coming in closer to sunset, but likely coming in just after the sun goes down. Let's also take a look further down into parts of northern Indiana. The radar down in parts of Fort Wayne, as you can see, this next batch of showers and thunderstorms extends back towards Chicago as well. Also notice a lot of lightning and thunder, not only with this cluster, but what we had already moved through southeastern Michigan. We'll put the lightning counter on, and you can see how much lightning there is within this cluster. This does include what's happening up in the thumb. 55 lightning strikes in the past 5 minutes. So quite a bit of lightning and thunder with all that's been moving through southeastern Michigan. Back closer to home here, we do have still some mixed precip further north, but for most of us, it's really just light to moderate rain. So we'll zoom in closer. Parts of Oakland County, maybe a bit of a lull near Milford and Novi, but you can see widespread rain. Oxford, down I-75 towards Madison Heights. That's also the case in parts of Wayne County, Hamtramck, Detroit, over towards Inkster and Taylor. Further west, out near Ann Arbor, perhaps a little bit of a lull in the activity at the moment. But again, there is still some lightning and some thunder in parts of southeastern Michigan. So the threat is still there, and it's going to be there as we head throughout the next few hours. Now, the good news here, the Storm Prediction Center has scaled back the severe weather risk. Earlier, most of us were in the orange shade, which is level 3 out of 5 enhanced. They have since moved that to the south. So now just about all of southeastern Michigan is under a slight risk for severe weather level 2 of 5, still high, and we're likely still going to see another round of strong to severe thunderstorms. But the good news here, what we had moved through this morning kind of stole the oomph or the energy in the atmosphere. So what comes through later on this evening is not going to have as much to tap into. Further 2 hours south, things are much more active. You can even see the pink and purple shading. That's a high risk. That's 5 out of 5. That's a handful of times in the calendar year that we see something like that happen across the United States. In terms of threats for us, strong damaging winds as they are hail, perhaps an isolated tornado. But I think a lot of us, this widespread flooding threat is something that we'll have to keep an eye on. Flood watch is in effect for most of southeastern Michigan, 8 p.m. tonight through 8 a.m. tomorrow. Given the decent rain that we've already had move through, not a bad idea to go out and check your sub pumps because, again, there is certainly that concern for flooding going forward. Let's talk about the difference between a watch and a warning. Flood watch starts here tonight. That means that conditions are favorable. You need to be prepared. But the flood warning or the flash flood warning, should one be issued, that means it's happening right now. Flooding is occurring, and you need to take immediate action. And of course, we all have heard the term turn around and don't drown. Very true in situations like this, especially bridges and overpasses where we have some ponding taking place. 6 inches of water can sweep a person away, and 1 foot of water, a car or an SUV, can be moved very easily. So let's take the flooding seriously. That is a concern going forward. We'll time out what's out there. I think this model does a pretty good job showing that first batch of rain that's out of here and what's left out to the west of us. Notice a few more scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms through the afternoon, but I'm still confident that we'll have a little bit of a lull in activity closer to 5, 6, 7 p.m. But that's just the first break before the next round of showers and thunderstorms comes through after sunset. Here it comes closer to 7 or 8 o'clock. Stronger showers and thunderstorms. This is where I think we have the best potential to see any severe weather. Strong damaging winds, certainly a concern, flash flooding. And again, once again, that tornado threat is still there, though it is lower. This continues through about 10 or 11 p.m. and then anything after that should just be scattered shower activity. That should taper down as we head towards daybreak on Thursday. And then it looks like Thursday should be a drier day and a quieter day. In terms of severe threats, given that the Storm Prediction Center has scaled things back a bit, I'm tempted to take these all down one notch, but still strong damaging winds is our biggest concern. Flooding is second, I think, and even though the hail and the tornado threats are smaller, they certainly cannot be ruled out. But given the threat, we have again declared a forewarned weather alert for today for the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms. We're back every half an hour here on Local 4 Plus. We'll be back at 1:30.